Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, let's once again tackle the COVID-19 pandemic effectively with commitment and constant communication, emphasizes CEO RSP. Around 500 employees covered under safety initiative Swayam. And Swasti and Dipti Shikha, two young achievers of RSP family, felicitated by CEO.
Stressed, the new mission statement of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant, launched. Sridhani Mela cum award function held at Steel Melting Shop 1, Department. And intensive sanitization continues in Rourkela Steel Plant premises.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant wins coveted Green Tech HR Award 2020. Water Management Department of RSP sets new records in specific water consumption in the fiscal year 2020-21. And entry gates and offices of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant disinfected as a precaution against COVID-19.
Coming to the news in details, last year we were able to tackle the first wave of COVID-19 pandemic quite effectively. While the second wave has started spreading, let's once again contain it with commitment, composure and constant communication, urged Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO Rourkela Steel Plant, while chairing an online meeting of senior officers of the steel plant on 20th April. The objective of the meeting was to take stock of the COVID preparedness of the plant in all areas of operation and further strengthen the efforts. Mr. Rajveer Singh, ED Hospital Administration, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, ED Works, and all other senior officers joined the meeting. Mr. Chattaraj interacted with the senior officers and inquired about the health status of employees of each area, availability of disinfectants, sanitizers and masks, awareness drives being organized to make people aware, contact tracing, etc. Mr. Pankaj Kumar detailed about the initiatives being taken in the plant to prevent the spread of the disease. Interacting with Mr. S.K. Behera, CGM in charge products, the CEO told him to have a watchful eye on the health and safety of the experts working in Hot Strip Mill 2 project. Mr. C.R. Mahapatra, CGM in charge MM and marketing, apprised about the new rule being implemented, as a part of which any vendor or supplier coming from outside the state has to produce his or her RT-PCR test report before entering the plant premises. The CEO advised him to keep a tab on the inventories for the next few months so that production would not be impacted. Mr. P.K. Satpathy, CGM in charge P&A, elaborated about the various facilities being developed in the township for treatment, quarantine and isolation of patients. He also informed that as a precautionary measure, all the parks and zoos of RSP has been closed to public. The CEO discussed with Dr. B.K. Hota, CMO in charge, about the availability of testing kits, vaccines, medicines, ventilators, oxygen supply and other equipment, etc. so as to handle any exigency. Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM in charge finance, focused on encouraging more number of employees to get themselves vaccinated. In his concluding remarks, Mr. Chattaraj urged everyone to reach out to employees and contract workers and take confidence-building measures by putting in place a massive communication drive. We have brought RSP to a very high pedestal. Let's make out all efforts to maintain the status, he stressed. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is committed to the safety of its employees and equipment. In the month of March 2021, 3 sessions of the Safety Initiative SWAYAM were held at HRD Center of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. In all, 65 employees in the level of S1 to S11 participated in the program complying the COVID-19 protocols. The initiative is a joint venture of HRD Center and Safety Engineering Department. The main objective of this initiative was to strengthen the safety culture within the organization by bringing about attitudinal change for achieving zero accident. The programs commenced with the safety pledge taken. During the sessions, a documentary on COVID-19 awareness was also screened. Theoretical as well as audiovisual inputs were provided on safety strategy which deal with risk and hazards in steel industry and statutory provisions. For attitudinal and mindset change, emphasis was laid on behavioral-based safety, ABC analysis, prevention and preparation. The sessions were also included experience sharing and case studies presentations under Anubhav and quiz for learning assimilation. It may be noted that the program, which is the brainchild of Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO RSP, was launched on 27 November 2020. Till now, 18 sessions have been conducted covering 483 employees. The sessions also included experience sharing and case study presentations under Anubhav and quiz for learning assimilation. It may be noted that the program, which is the brainchild of Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO RSP, was launched on 27 November 2020. Till now, 18 sessions have been conducted covering 483 employees. The programs are being coordinated by Ms. Annapurna Behera, Deputy Manager HRD. In a function organized at CEO's office on 9th April 2021, 2 exceptional achievers of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant family were felicitated by Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO RSP, for excelling in their respective arena. The CEO felicitated Swasti Singh, the cycling sensation of the Steel City, for her outstanding performance in the recently concluded 72nd National Track Cycling Championship, and Dr. Deepti Shikha Mishra for her brilliant academic performance in the MBBS examination. Mr. P.K. Satpathy, GM in charge P&A, Mr. Ajay Kumar Nayak, CGM TA and CSR, and other senior officers were present on the occasion. Notably, Swasti is the daughter of Mrs. Uma Devi and Mr. Amar Singh, senior technician of oxygen plant, while Dr. Deepti Shikha is the daughter of Mrs. Shashwati Mishra and Mr. Dhirendra Mishra, GM PR and COC of RSP. It is worth mentioning here that Swasti has recently won 1 gold and 2 silver medals in the 72nd National Track Cycling Championship held at Osmania University, Hyderabad. She has also bagged a gold medal in the 25th National Road Cycling Championship held at Mumbai in March. Swasti has so far bagged 15 national and 3 international medals. She was recently felicitated by Shri Naveen Patnaik, Honorable Chief Minister of Orissa, for bringing laurels to the state. Dr. Deepti Shikha, a 2020 batch MBBS graduate from High Tech Medical College, bagged 3 gold medals in the 50th convocation ceremony of Utkal University held on 3rd April. She was adjudged as the best MBBS graduate for the year 2019, for which she bagged the prestigious Premlata Brahmananda Acharya Gold Medal. She was also presented with the Navakishore Das Memorial Gold Medal and Professor Sanatan Pujari Memorial Gold Medal for securing highest marks in different semester examinations. Commending the brilliant performance of the Golden Girls of RSP family, the CEO said, "It's a proud moment for the RSP fraternity that the 2 of wards have taken up new challenges, and with the dedication and hard work, they have scaled new peaks." Describing the game of cycling as that demands single-minded attention, Mr. Chattaraj advised Swasti to give unwavering focus to the game. Doctors are revered not just for saving lives, but also for their power to heal half of the illness through their care and empathy. Continue to be a good doctor with your knowledge, skill, and also through the humane touch. Advised Mr. Chattaraj to Dr. Dipti Shikha. Mr. Satpathy in his address congratulated the duo on their grand success and wished them all the success in their future endeavors. Both the youngsters shared their success stories and aspirations. Mr. Dhirendra Mishra and Mr. Amar Singh also spoke on the occasion and thanked RSP for making available the best support and infrastructure in the Steel City, which helped the girls shape their careers.
Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, launched a new mission statement stressed of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant during the online annual performance review meeting. The program was attended by Mr. Pankaj Kumar, ED Works, Chief General Managers, heads of the department and other senior officials of RSP. It is worth mentioning here that the mission statement of an organization encapsulates its values and ethos as well as the goals that the organization focuses on. With the changing times and evolving priorities, the mission statement too undergoes a change. In 2002, the mission statement Brata was launched, which was replaced with Sanskar in 2003. The next mission statement Samriddhi was launched in 2008, which was replaced with Samvardhan in 2012. The latest mission statement stressed reads as, with our intrinsic values, unwavering commitment and unified team effort, we will shape Rourkela Steel Plant into a safe as well as most respected, trusted, cost-conscious, quality-centric, eco-positive, human and harmonious establishment. Mission Stressed showcases the aspiration of the RSP collective to excel in every field of endeavor and establish the steel plant as the best. A Srijani Mela cum Award function was organized for the employees of Steel Melting Shop 1 Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant recently. Mr. R.K. Patra, CGM SMS1, was the chief guest of the program. He inaugurated the Mela and also presented the Srijani Awards and certificates to the employees. Present on the occasion were Mr. S.S. Punia, Manager, IED, other senior officers, awardees and employees of the department. In all, 358 suggestions were awarded in the function, of which 200 of them have been implemented. Several tangible and intangible benefits accrued from the suggestions. Mr. S.S. Punia briefed about the status of Srijani scheme at RSP and that of the department. Around 250 suggestions were generated in the Mela. The dignitaries presented token gifts to the employees for their suggestions. The function was coordinated by Mr. Nagin Behra, DGM, SMS1. With the triggering COVID cases, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP has been taking various initiatives to contain the spread of the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. Keeping in view the occupational health and safety measures, intense sensitization is being carried out by the Fire Services Department in different units across the plant. On 10th April, intensive sensitization was carried out at Silicon Steel Mill and Steel Melting Shop 2. In the township, in collaboration with the Public Health Unit of Town Engineering Department, sanitization is carried out in public places. In addition to this, individual departments and employees are also taking every possible precaution like regular hand washing, social distancing and use of masks in accordance with the workplace advisory.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP has bagged the coveted Green Tech HR Award 2020 for outstanding achievement in training excellence. The award was conferred to Steel Authority of India Limited Rourkela Steel Plant at the 9th Annual Green Tech HR Award 2020 function held at Mahabalipuram. Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO, RSP, handed over the award to the HRD Collective on 1st April 2021. The outstanding contributions made by HRDC in the areas such as employee communication and people connect activities, women's empowerment, adoption of lean workforce, collaborations with technology providers through MOU programs, building future leaders, meeting critical training requirements of power plants, nation-building initiatives through Skill India mission, and employee retention, etc., helped RSP achieve this feat. Some of these path-breaking initiatives are Prerna, Arohan, Mass Contact Exercise, Udyam, Ojaswini, Sankalp, and Swayam, the safety initiatives, WAW, that is We Are With You, Performance Improvement Workshop, LEO, Learning from Each Other, Quality Circle Initiatives, New Horizon and ED Works Skill Excellence Competition, Enhancing Supervisory Excellence ESE Management Development Programs, Action Centered Leadership ACL, Quality Circle Initiatives, Project Virangana and Durga. In addition to this, HRDC of RSP has also tied up with reputed management institutes to provide necessary support. All these have helped in meaningful employee engagement, which in turn helped in bringing about a real turnaround in the organization's performance. The financial year 2020-21 has been a remarkable one for the Water Management Department of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant. In the month of October 2020, RSP registered the specific water consumption of 2.96 meter cube per ton of crude steel, which was the lowest ever since inception. In the subsequent month, that is November 2020, a new record was set with the achievement of specific water consumption of 2.89 meter cube per ton of crude steel. Some more achievements include ensuring optimal utilization of pumps at 2 million ton modernization pump house and 4.2 million ton expansion pump house, leading to a substantial water saving of 360 meter cube per hour. Conservation of water through continuous monitoring and arresting more than 50 numbers of water leakages at different locations throughout the plant. WMD has also initiated significant cost reduction measures. During the monsoon, dosing of liquid polyaluminum chloride and polyelectrolyte flocculant was started instead of ferrous sulfate and calcine lime for treatment of raw water at Tarkera pump house, leading to a substantial financial gain of Rs 1.70 crores. The unit also continued to achieve zero accident. The other initiatives included revamping and making available cooling tower ventilator number 2 at SMS1 pump house by fixing of hub and fan blades sourced from inoperative cooling towers of the plant. Complete wheel and seal of sluice gate number 8 of Tarkera pump house was replaced. New seal cooling water pipeline modified and installed for make-up water and raw water circuit at Tarkera pump house. For providing clean drinking water, reverse osmosis drinking water systems were installed in HRDC and Tarkera pump house. Some of the mega projects undertaken by the department envisioning zero liquid discharge ZLD are installation and commissioning of 4 MLD sewage treatment plant, installation of treatment system 1 under ZLD, and lagoon management. Seeing the unabated rise in COVID cases, cleaning and sanitization of plant equipments and public places has also been intensified in SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, for preventing the spread of second wave of the pandemic. Different entry gates of RSP such as Sanskar Gate, Traffic Gate, Main Gate, Emergency Gate, New Way Bridge Gate, Hirakud Gate, Tarapur Gate and Fertilizer Gates are being disinfected by the Civil Engineering Services Department regularly to contain the alarming situation. It may be noted that large number of employees and contract labor enter the plant premises through these gates. These are also the places where the Central Industrial Security Force personnel are on duty round the clock. Hence, special efforts are being made to sanitize these spaces. In addition to this, individual departments and employees are also taking every possible precaution like regular hand washing, social distancing and use of masks in accordance with the workplace advisory. That's all for today's news bulletin. Namaskar.